Now here's something a little different if you look at my hand. I know I've been doing a lot of Ghost Strike videos lately, but here I'm testing out something a little differently, or a little different. I am playing Flower Princesses. This build, it's based off of Speedy Steve's 2448. I actually remember that off the top of my head because every time he does an intro, it's very catchy, I guess. It's based off of his build for Flower Princesses, and after testing it around for a bit, um, he had HTS Behemoth. I think that's what the card is. I replaced that for Orient Dragon because basically they're both level 6s. I um, and this was just my personal choice for playing against Beals. Though I don't see people making Beals anymore. Like I don't know what happened to that. Um, but Behemoth, I suppose it is the better target because or the better choice because he can banish anything if he attacks into it. Um, what else was there? I'm debating taking out Tachyon Dragon just because it is useful, but at the same time I haven't found much use for it. Like the only cards I've ever made in this deck were Zenmaines, Melier. I made Alucard once, but I was fighting a losing duel at that point. Heliopolis. I haven't had to make Grinder, and I don't make Felgrand. Um, like I remember in Sylvans, like everybody's like, "Oh, first turn Felgrand, go," but I don't find Felgrand as useful. Like especially for Flower Princesses, you want to go first turn Melier. Um, but yeah, so I draw into, or I have a pretty good hand. I go Mathematician, send Lone Fire to Grave, use Instant Fusion to bring out Fusionist, make Melier, bring back the Lone Fire, and I just go Cherubine's End. Because basically, Cherubine's can only attack her, and if she gets destroyed, she's basically a Lone Fire Blossom, or she can search out anything from the deck. So my opponent, he's just playing a shitty draw deck. That's actually what I saved the replay as. And this is actually going to be a short replay, because he's going to go set the entire field and set one card. At this point I have Debris Dragon, so I'm going to grab the Lone Fire, make Black Rose, and at this point my opponent, he's going to top deck gold and he scoops, because he pretty much has nothing. Meanwhile, I have another instant fusion, so I can make Fusionist. I have, though I don't think I would make Fusionist. Oh, actually, no, because I don't have, or, if I had, a level 3 Lance, I would go Fusionist, or a level 3 Earth Lance, not Fire. I probably would have gone Miracle Fertilizer, grabbed Fusionist, and made another Melier, so that way Fertilizer would stay. I don't like using Fertilizer on Lone Fire unless I absolutely have to. Though Fertilizer for Cherubeam would not have been a bad option. Yeah, like I don't know where I would have gone from there, but yeah, like my opponent, I honestly don't know what his deck is supposed to do. I guess he's supposed to just dump a bunch of cards in the graveyard somehow. With Dark Will dealings and things, I honestly don't know. Um, yeah, like I honestly, it's some weird Dark World deck. Um, but yeah, so Flower Princesses, I've been playing around with them. Another thing that I'm noticing about the deck is that I really don't like Torrential. Um, like it's good if I need it, but like I've drawn into Dark Hole a lot of times and I don't use it. Mark the Rose is fun. Um, but yeah, those two cards I'm probably going to trade out. Um, just because I really don't use them that much. Um, Like, it's just personal preference from playing around with Sylvans in general, and actually a lot of decks that I just stopped putting Dark Hole and Torrential in, just because they're not as useful as I want them to be. But yeah, bit of a shorter video, though I did make it longer with my commentary at the very end. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Till next